Good. Start the recording. All right. So as the impromptu Sergeant at Arms, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to this joint meeting between Elite 30 Toastmasters Club and Quantum Leap Advanced Elite 30 Advanced Toastmasters Club and Quantum Leap Advanced Toastmasters Club. It is my honor and privilege to open this meeting. You are all requested, if possible, to keep your videos on and your microphones off. In our club, in Quantum Leap, we volunteer not to discuss three topics: sex, religion, and politics. We also make sure that we do not discriminate or marginalize any person, individual, or community. With that, it is my honor and privilege once again to open this meeting and welcome our president, distinguished Toastmaster Saif Ali Sheikh, to the stage.
Thank you very much, Mr. Acting President, Acting Sergeant at Arms, Vice President Education, and immediate past district directors. Good evening and assalamu alaikum to all. I hope that everyone replied wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So it's let me share, there's one thing is common between Elite 30 and Quantum Leap Toastmaster Club. Can anyone tell? Toastmaster Syed Faisal.
DTM Saif Ali Sheikh is the common element between both. Both are the founders.
You are the
He's
founding
founder of both
president.
clubs.
Absolutely, it is honor for me that I'm a founding president for Elite 30 as well as Quantum Leap Toastmaster Club. By having said this, let's move toward the guest introductions. Let me start the members. I'm going to treat member and the guest today as a guest. So let me ask Raul to introduce yourself in 20 seconds.
Good evening, everyone. DTM Saif. My name is Raul Romani. I am the Toastmaster of the evening, and in 20 seconds, I am a member of Elite, and I am a member of Riyadh Toastmaster Club, and it's a pleasure and an honor to be part of this meeting.
Toastmaster Bahar.
Hello, everybody. I'm Bahar from Iran, and it's a good pleasure and good time to see you together. Well, I'm an ex-member of Karachi Toastmaster Club, but sometimes I appear here and there. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bahar. Toastmaster Syed Faisal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Syed Faisal. I've been in Toastmasters for the last 10 years now. I've been now an active member of Elite 30, and I'd like to believe I'm somebody who's passionate about humanity and does not really like to hold titles close to my heart, but leadership and service closer to my heart. That's pretty much about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Faisal. Toastmaster Ravi.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ravi here. I'm a member of Elite 30 as well as Garajna Toastmaster Club. And I am in Toastmaster since July 2022. So I am still new in Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Toastmaster Saad. Toastmaster Saad. Okay, Toastmaster Lydia Norman.
Hello, good morning from Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. My name's Lydia Norman, and I have been a Toastmaster since November of last year. I'm a member of several clubs, often I guess the Quantum Leap. The newest club is Wordwise. It's in District 122. And I've also been an evaluation a champion for area and division.
That's good. Toastmaster Afzal.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Afdal. I've been in Toastmasters since 2013 October. I am the immediate past Division A Director for District 79 and currently the VP Education of Elite Advances Toastmasters.
Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi.
जी वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू सैफ अली शेख साहब. I'm Irfan Farooqi from Pakistan, president of the Centurion Toastmaster Club in Lahore. Been with the Toastmaster for last 3 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan Farooqi. Toastmaster Muazzam Azam.
Ji, assalamu alaikum everyone. I was facing difficulty in opening my mic, that's why. Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Toastmaster Muazzam Azam, the VP membership CFGate Toastmasters Club Lahore, the Assistant Program Quality Director Area 7, the member of Membership Growth Committee Pakistan Toastmasters, the member of District Events Committee Pakistan Toastmasters, and the member of many other committees at district level as well. And today I am a speaker as well. So this is all from my side. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muazzam. Let's go back again to Toastmaster Saad. Toastmaster Saad.
Actually, Toastmaster Saad is in his university right now, so perhaps it's not possible for him to.
Oh, okay. Toastmaster Muhammad Farooq. Toastmaster Muhammad Farooq.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is
Walaikum
Farooq.
salam.
I'm member of Husn Khitabat Toastmasters Clubs, which is the only Urdu club in Pakistan. And I'm also member of Worldwise Toastmaster Club. And I am very much regular guest of Quantum Leap.
Thank you, Toastmaster Muhammad Farooq. Toastmaster Amit.
Hello everyone. I'm a visiting Toastmaster, member of a club in Mumbai in India. And I think I'm the 4th member of Worldwise here today attending this meeting. So that's the 2nd club I represent, and I like attending meetings on the weekends and learning from people from different territories. So I'm looking forward to this meeting today. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amit. Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. Unmute yourself, Toastmaster Zahra. Yes, Toastmaster Zahra.
Okay. So I have to introduce myself, sir?
Just introduce yourself.
I can't hear.
Toastmaster Zahra, introduce yourself, please.
Rahim, and I am a member of Quantum Leap Toastmasters Club, and also I am a member of Kuwait based club as well. And Toastmaster is something, it's like a passion now, and I try my best to learn as much I can and implement those what I learned from here to imply. As a speech and language therapist myself, I have given speeches in this platform as well. So it's been very fruitful, and thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zahra. Toastmaster Yasir Billo. Toastmaster Yasir. Toastmaster Shahroz. Toastmaster Shahroz, could you please introduce yourself? Okay, my allocated time is over now, 10 minutes, and it's time to start the business session. And to lead the business session, we have among us a Toastmaster. I met him in 2013 in Riyadh Toastmaster Club. The quality of this Toastmaster, he is always participating in each and every contest with a smiling face. He is a dedicated, energetic Toastmaster I have seen. So please put your hand together, welcoming Toastmaster Raul Romani.
Thank you very much, DTF Saif, and really I can commend your good memory from the first time we met in Ria Toastmaster. We didn't announce the theme of the day, but actually, according to a report from McKinsey on 2020, up to 800 million jobs will be lost by 2030 because of artificial intelligence. We all see these days Google, Microsoft, and open source announcing ChatGPT and different kinds of engines in order to inject artificial intelligence more vividly in our lives. So today's theme will be to showcase what is happening right now with artificial intelligence, what will happen to different jobs that we have, and actually if this is a threat or not to the activities that we currently do, and hopefully glimpse some light in what else can be done. So, fellow Toastmasters, it's very good to be in a joint meeting, and good evening to everyone again. Last week I met a friend actually that has a company, it's a Mexican friend, he has a company based in Berlin. And he provides analysis for mining companies in Saudi Arabia. And he leads 3 main companies here. And all he does, he has a pool of researchers in Asia and Europe. All of a sudden last week, he was called to Saudi, and it was announced that a Korean company using artificial intelligence is providing the analysis much faster, much cheaper, and his contracts were canceled on the spot. And actually, this is happening not only in this business of analysis, it's happening everywhere right now. And the world, everybody's reality is being shaped on daily basis because of these changes of technology. If it's not happening now, it will happen soon. Because artificial intelligence right now, it is a reality. It is an automation that is happening right now in the different tools. And because we see right now artificial intelligence being more capable. For example, right now, we see Tesla and other electrical car, self-driven cars. That's artificial intelligence behind. It is writing new articles. In the medicine sector, for example, is diagnosing different diseases. Cheaper. Right now, even Microsoft, even in Google announced BART last week, and we can use it. All of us, we can use it. And it is more efficient. Actually, this is what you see, for example, in Amazon. When you purchase something from Amazon, what Amazon has is all robots there. So it is coming really, really in our daily life. And actually, today's presentation or today introduction, I did it all with BART. And I don't know if I can share my screen, but I would like to show you. I don't have it, but I will search later.
You can share your screen, sir. You can share.
Okay, I can share my screen right now. You know, I would like to share with you one thing that I have been doing. For example, for us, this is how I did it this morning. Okay, for example, for us, one of our main struggles that we have right now is that we have in Toastmaster is writing speeches, right? And for us, we spend, at least I spend days, weeks writing speeches. For example, this is BART from Google. Same like that, you have ChatGPT. For example, you just log into BART and you can say to BART what I did. Write me a dramatic speech with that phrases my father did. You put 3-4 phrases. You just give this to BART or any other tool with AI, and in a couple of seconds, they will give you the speech. This is the speech. And you can say, you know, please add movie quotes or punchlines, because you like it, punchlines to above a speech. And BART, like any other tool, it will write the speech for you in less than 10, 20 seconds, depending on the engine you have. Like this, you know, a lot of us work in different companies, writing documents and fine-tuning, reviewing documents. Currently, all these engines can do it in 20 seconds. Yes, be careful with the information you upload. But other than that, it's a fantastic engine. So this is how artificial intelligence right now is shaping our lives. And I will share with you a little bit more points on that. But actually, let's go back to the agenda, because we have today a quite interesting and actually very populated agenda. For that, actually, before that, I would like to announce the meeting leaders. We have a grammarian. Grammarian Toastmaster Shovita, are you in the call? I would kindly request our VP or anyone that can be the grammarian. Anyone can take the grammarian role? Any volunteer for taking grammarian role?
May I request DTM Munir Burhan to be able to support, since we have to replace somebody from Elite 30. Would you be able to please take up the role for the grammarian?
DTM.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, everyone. I am in and out because I am engaged with other things also, but I don't want to miss the meeting. So my apologies. I can't be a full-time attendee. Please excuse.
Any recommendation or any volunteer?
Toastmaster, can you take it up?
Who?
Bahar, the Toastmaster from Iran. Toastmaster Bahar, you are with us?
Yes, I am with you.
Can you take up the role of grammarian?
Okay, I will.
Toastmaster Bahar, grammarian, and the timer we have Toastmaster Tala. So let's start our business agenda. So in this particular meeting, we will start with the keynote speech. And it's a long time that actually we don't have a keynote speech. But today, for the keynote speech, we have a gentleman that actually comes from a small village near Mirpukas, Sindh. Now he's a chartered accountant in a Dubai multinational oil and gas sector. And actually, since early parts of his career, he has been interested in uplifting the less privileged segment of the society. He is very well traveled in different parts of the world. He has a lot of experience discovering and applying innovative ways to helping the people. With the speech title, Providing Water to People of Thar Desert Using Solar Power Pumps, and with a timing of 25 minutes, please help me welcome Toastmaster Nadir Lagari. Toastmaster Nadir Lagari, a speech title, Providing Water to People of Thar Desert Using Solar Power Pumps.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Just to ask first, hi, then am I audible completely? Is my voice okay?
You are audible and you are visible.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you for inviting me. Thank you for being let me be part of this meeting and raising my and making my voice audible to everyone in this group, especially to Farouk, who gave me a chance to explain myself, what we are doing, what we are planning to do, what we have done, how we have done. So I will just begin with my intro, a short one, and then proceed with the things we have done in the past as a philanthropy projects. So my name is Nadir. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm in Dubai for last 10 years in an oil and gas company, and now leading a treasury function of an oil and gas company in Dubai. So in my philanthropy side, we have done basically 3 to 4 projects in last 10 years. And the most important one is the most, we would say, the one which has more contributed or added to the society is our water plant project. So basically the idea came, I mean, there is a drought, a continuous drought. In Pakistan we have a desert. It's called Thar. It's shared by both India and Pakistan, and that desert, it's deprived of regular rains, and most times it's been hit by drought in most part of the year. And the livelihood of people, it usually comes from animals. They have herds of animals, and the local population, they face
Toastmaster Nadir, we lost the audio. It's only me or everybody lost Toastmaster Nadir?
We've lost audio and video as well, I believe.
Yes.
In fact, I think he's dropped from the meeting.
Yeah, I think he leave.
Toastmaster Nadir, are you with us?
I will suggest Toastmaster of the day to just wait for another 1 minute. And if he is not going to connect, then you can call the Geek of the Week. Geek of the Week, we have it among us, so we can save the time. Toastmaster Rahul. Is Nadir is here?
Hello.
Nadir is
Hello,
back.
he's back. Sorry,
He's
I'm
back.
back. Sorry, I'm using it on my mobile, so somehow by mistake I disconnected the call. So the basic idea, I mean, this is the problem of local population they are facing over there, and we a couple of friends, we thought we should come up with some solution for those people. I mean, the basic problem they are facing is with water, the access to water, and then access to clean water, and regular access to water is the problem in that part of the world. So then another issue is there is no electricity in that area. Still, the area is adjacent to Indian border, so it's a remote area, and people are not being able to, and the government is not much interested to provide the basic infrastructure. And even if the power is available, it's very expensive, and there are lots of power scheduling, or we call it load shedding. Even if the power is available, it's available only for 6 hours or 4 hours a day. So what they are doing, they have wells usually, and from those wells they draw water, and those wells are minimum 300 to 400 feet deep, and they use big animals like donkeys, like camels, to draw the water. I mean, you can imagine one donkey is traveling 400 and 500 feet to get a bucket of water. So you can imagine the struggle one family is facing to get just one bucket of water, and they have 5, 7, 8, or 10 people in a family. So in one family, at least 2 people have a permanent job to fetch water for themselves and the animals. So we thought we should come up with something which can give them an easy access or a regular access to water. That was the primary and basic agenda. So what we did, we came across with an NGO, a local NGO, who did some experiments with solar water pumping, and they were short of funding. They were not able to get the funds. So we came across on some a platform like this, same blood like we are doing. And from there we picked, and we get in touch, we got in touch with those guys. The NGO is called AWARE. It's AWARE, Alpha Whiskey Alpha Romeo Echo. So we got in touch with them, and we provided, but basically the idea of project is we provided them solar plates, storage tanks, and the pumping machines. That's pretty much it. And one project is costing us around $205,000 to $3,500 each. But the reach and the impact of those projects is huge. How it's huge, I will tell you now. I mean, once the project is installed, at least 2 people from one family, they are free. I mean, and previously they needed a big animal, like I mentioned, a donkey or an animal or a camel to fetch the water. Now they don't need it anymore. Those animals are very expensive, minimum $1,000. So they don't need to have those kind of animal. Plus, with the drought, most of those big animals, they are dead. So first, they can't afford it. Second, they cannot maintain those animals. So now with those solar pumps, at least 2 people from every family, they are free to do anything they want. And those 2 people who has duty to fetch water, they are mostly women, because women are a bit of you can say deprived community in Pakistani society. So they were mostly responsible for fetching water. So now those women, they are free to do the other activity. Now what is happening? We have installed at least what we call it plant. That kind of portion of the world, and each plant is serving minimum 3,000 to 4,000 people in each 3,000 to 4,000 people, and double the animals in that particular area. So what are the impacts it has brought? I mean, what is the impact of it? Sorry, and before that, how we arranged the funding of that project? Mostly by my own, some of the funds, it came from my own pocket, and the majority of the funds, you can say 80–90%, I collected within my friend circle. And secondly, how the projects are maintained. We charge a very small amount for that water. I mean, in what we call it in cents or pesos. If the water is supplied to your home via line. Otherwise, if you are fetching the water at well, you are not charged anything. And for mosque or mandir, those I mean Hindu prayer areas and schools and widows and orphans, that is for free. And from that charge we make to the community, the maintenance things over there. We perform the maintenance from that the charge the amount we charge to the community. Then what is the basically how it helped the community, and it helped picking up the community, how it helped us to reduce the poverty in that area. as I mentioned, those in every household, there are at least 2 people. They are engaged on. They are engaged to. They are engaged with the fetching of the duty of fetching the water. They are now free, and they are those persons usually are women. So there are a lot of handicraft work is going on. They can allocate their time to the handicraft activity. There are contractors in that area which gives them the raw material and then fetch the final product and selling it into the urban areas. So it is not only giving them the extra income, not only saving their time, but giving them some extra income as well. Then it is, as I mentioned, it's a completely desert area. So the food and malnourishment, it's also a problem over there. So from that kitchen gardening, from that water, they have been able to start kitchen gardening as well. So this is catering their malnourishment problem as well. Third, their animals are not dying anymore because they are being able to at least make the water available for them around the year. So those are the major impacts which these projects have done. In addition to solar water pump projects, we have installed in various parts. We have also installed a reverse osmosis or water cleaning project in Sindh as well. Basically, the reason behind installing that project is also because in lower Sindh, in south of Pakistan, the only source of water is underground water. It's highly contaminated water with arsenic, and it is leading to a lot of arsenic plus the pesticides which we used to spray on the crops. So it's highly contaminated water and leading to a lot of diseases. So that our reverse osmosis plant is helping to at least 5,000 people to get clean water every day. For that project, the maintenance is completely on me. I'm taking care of it from my own pocket, but for the initial funding, again, I got from my friends. And the third project, which we have been doing in time of, that is on and off. First, we did it in 2011 when there was a big, huge downpour, and in 2020 as well. So that's the work we have undertaken in last 10-12 years and try to support the community, try to uplift the community from poverty as much as we can by cleaning by providing the clean water, via providing them access to resources which they usually don't have. So I thought what I'm thinking in my perspective and what I am getting every year, I try to visit those plants so in my perspective and the feedback I get from society, from the community, it has become a major asset for those communities. So they are very happy with the results, and as a future plan, we would like to do a big plant in Thar with some land attached to it, and we plan to put some forestry in there. It will be a combo plan with forestry, with water support, with fodder for animals, and all those stuff. So I think that's pretty much it. If anyone has any question, anyone has needs any explanation, I'm happy to answer. on this forum, and if we do not have any time here, I'm happy to answer on in private link as well.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nadir. As you said, we have 5 minutes for the question and answer. We have a question from Toastmaster Saif, Sheikh. Toastmaster Saif, can you please share your question?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Raul, and in particular, Toastmaster Nadir. You are doing a wonderful job for the humanity. And believe in me, it is not an easy task to do the community service. And definitely you putting the efforts and the money together to bring up the happiness among the families they are facing to get the water. My question to you, what are the major challenges you face during this project?
The major challenge, I mean, if you would say that some wise guys said, if a person is a slave and if he loves being slave and he doesn't want to change, I mean, your job gets more difficult. Our challenge comes from community. Asking them to own the asset, consider it their own asset. I mean, in Pakistan or as an overall scenario, as an overall problem is we do not own our public assets. We only own or we take care of assets which we think is as our property. So community, they think, okay, we got it for free, and whether or not we take care of it, it's not my job. Rather than thinking, okay, it's a combined asset, and it is adding a good value to our community. So rather than taking care of it, some people, they try to, I mean, to settle the disputes with other community members. They try to sabotage it. They try to let not work it. They will try other communities not to share it. So those kinds of stuff we face multiple times. So that's the biggest challenge. Even the funding was not a challenge. Even the execution was not challenge. Even nothing was challenge. The support from community is the major challenge. After that, the maintenance part is a major challenge because we are not being able to. We are not there all the time. If something goes wrong, of course, it's a machinery. Things does go wrong sometimes. And how to maintain it properly, that's the second biggest challenge we face.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nadir. We have time for one more question. Toastmaster Tala, do you have a question or anyone else?
I'm just raising my hand because I'm the timer to make sure I'm visible. So please, you can refer to the other.
One more question, Toastmaster Irfan Faruqi. Last question.
I have one question as well. Can I ask question?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Osama,
Thank
we will
you very
take this
much.
question offline. Toastmaster Irfan, go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask Nadir two things. Number one is, what is the approximate cost of this project that you have done, maybe in terms of dollars or in terms of Pakistan rupees? And number two, have any figure, how many such projects are needed into Pakistan Thar, and if possible also Cholistan? These are two attached deserts. How many projects are needed in Pakistan, and what is the cost of each project?
I will answer your first question. Second question first. We need thousands. Unfortunately, government, it doesn't exist in Pakistan, so we have to support at least for those kinds of terms. Even in government of Sindh, they try to install those projects, but due to maintenance issues, due to corruption, and due to lack of follow, those money went into drain. Nothing happened. It didn't add any value to community. So if you ask me, it's unlimited. If we have 1,000, they are even less. Number one. Number two, how much it cost? It costs in terms of Pakistani rupees. We have a project ongoing right now. I was charged 850,000 Pakistani rupees. That becomes around $3,000.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nadir, and thank you very much for the very interesting subject. And I think we have even more
Thank you
questions.
inviting me, and
So we will take these questions offline. Again, very good subject. So now continue with the agenda. As part of the agenda, we have one segment which is called the Geek of the Week. To provide us with information on the week of the week, we have the president of Leaders Worldwide San Francisco, who is the VP of Quantum Leap Toastmaster, Karachi Toastmaster. He joined Toastmaster in 2016, and he's chartered accountant by profession and serving as head of training at Pakistan Institute of Corporate Governance. Help me welcome the Geek of the Week, Toastmaster Tala bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Today, I wish to open your eyes towards the writings of Stephen King. So I'm sure that most of us are aware of who Stephen King is. He is one of the world's most popular authors. In fact, perhaps at this point in time, the most popular one in terms of popularity and longevity and book sales. But we primarily know him as a writer of horror. Nothing could be further from the truth, because most of his portfolio is fantasy and science fiction. I bet many of you did not know that. So Stephen King is primarily known for his horror works, for example, It, The Shining, Carrie, and other Hugo, Pet Sematary. But much of his greater work exists in the genre of fantasy and sci-fi. For example, his latest novel is called Fairy Tale, and it is a proper full-fledged fantasy book. His book, the series of books starting with Mr. Mercedes, was hard-boiled detective fiction. His 8-part series, The Dark Tower, of which The Wastelands is one part, it is pure fantasy. The Stand, one of his most famous books, is science fiction. The Talisman, again fantasy. The Tommyknockers, an alien invasion science fiction book. Firestarter, again science fiction book. And most of us know him from his novel It. But those of us who have actually read it know that it starts out as a horror novel, but it ends as a fantasy sci-fi novel, because the source of the monster in it has nothing to do with the tropes of horror fiction. For me, his most interesting book, though, and a book that I can recommend everyone to read, regardless of whether you're interested in the genre or not, is 11/22/63. It is complex to define because it belongs to a genre which is called alternative history. So it is part fantasy, but it is very much rooted in reality. It explores the idea that a person actually somehow gains the ability to travel to the past. And the first thing he intends to do is to stop the killing of John F. Kennedy in 1963. How he does that, how he attempts to do that, and more importantly, what kind of a world results, that is all there for everyone in the book to read. So anyone who is interested in historical fiction, in biographies, in fantasy, and even in horror, you're most welcome to try this absolutely fantastic book, 11/22/63. And this goes to prove that Stephen King, while best known as being a horror writer, is actually a writer of fiction and has a much richer portfolio than most of us know. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Great insight, Toastmaster Tala, and I think most of the Toastmasters, if they have not followed Stephen King, they will start now, and based on your advice and the stories you have told. So we are talking about how artificial intelligence will actually challenge our jobs. But before I continue, I will kindly request all those Toastmasters that are not speaking, please put on mute. We have been interrupted during the different speeches. I will kindly request Toastmaster Tala, if you can mute your mic. Who else? Thank you very much. So, Toastmaster Tala, can you please mute? Put your mic on mute. Thank you very much. Okay. So, artificial intelligence is based on data. Okay, and actually companies like Bloomberg actually is taking the lead currently, for example, in financial analysis. They have unstructured data for the last 20, 30 years, what has happened in the different economical cycles. And today, in order to do this analysis, you have an army of analysts there. And this army of analysts, they do the job, they are fantastic on that, takes time, they are expensive. But currently, all this data actually is uploaded in a kind of engine, and Bloomberg is providing these services faster, cheaper, and in a more effective way. What will happen with those analysts that were doing this job, this army of analysts? I'm sure they are looking for different opportunity, leverage on their experience and the work they have done. Let's continue with the agenda. So we will go to the prepared speeches section, and we have our first speaker. Our first speaker, he is the Vice President for CA Affiliates Toastmaster Club in Lahore. He has done his first pathway dynamic leadership, and now he is about to complete his second pathway as well. By profession, he is still a student of chartered accountancy and leading one of non-profit organization of a government university as a Vice President. With a speech title, Little Things That Make Me Happy, please help me welcome Toastmaster Muazzam Azam. But before I go to Muazzam, I will kindly request his evaluator to share with us the evaluation criteria. Toastmaster Afdal, if you can kindly share with us the evaluation criteria and the timing.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Yes, it will be my pleasure. The speaker is delivering the project Building a Social Media Presence. The timing criteria is 5 to 7 minutes. Now, the purpose of this project is for the member to apply his or her understanding of social media and to enhance and establish a new social media presence for himself. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share that aspect of his experience. I mean, while developing and launching this social media presence, what challenges he faced, what are the steps that he took, so that the members listening to him can also learn and understand. So it is basically to share the experience establishing or enhancing a social media presence. I wish the speaker all the best. Over to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much, DTM Afdal. A speech title, Little Things That Make Me Happy, Toastmaster Muazzam Azam. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Everyone, can you hear me and see me? Just let me confirm. That's great. I would like to give you a recommendation that just be real. You know why I am saying this to you? Just because of this, everyone will be able to decide that they should work on relation with you or not. They will be able to decide the time they are going to invest to impress you. Should they invest it or not? We can be friends with persons for a long time, and it took us few years to realize that we would never be friends. Little things that makes me happy. The first thing is when I came out from my college, one of my friends texted me that, "Hey Mosam, you are not looking normal. You are looking as stressed. You are looking as depressed. What happened to you?" This is just a small line from him. But for me, this is our world's biggest, world's happiest, and world's best text for me. Because I am a social celebrity. I call myself. Because I have 4K followers. Yes, I have 4,000 followers on social media. And at that time, I realized that this is the only person out of those 4,000 followers who realized that Mosam is not in his normal position. Mosam is not his senses. This is the person I want in my life. And he just texted a small line. How much it will take to him? Just 2 MBs, 3 MBs. But he cared for me. And this is the world's best text for me. This is the little thing that once my friend did, and it makes me happy. The second thing is, we all have many friends. If you have, we all have, because in a Gen Z, we are from Gen Z, and we have a lot of friends. And there are 2 types of friends. The first type is those who always tries to compete you, who always try to beat you, who always try to get in competition with you. And the second one, these are the best friends for you. Like they really cares and they really works for you. And this is also a second thing for me, that, okay, this is a wonderful thing, that there should be an appreciation to someone. Once when I was on the first speech, I was on a stage and I was looking here and there and just said, "Hello everyone, this is Toastmaster Mosam Azam and I'm from this college, I'm doing CA." But one of our senior came to me and said, "Wow, Mosam, you did a wonderful job. I would like to see you a best prepared speaker in the next meeting, and I will give you a mentorship as well." He gave a mentorship to Toastmaster Mosam. Toastmaster Mosam prepared himself, and he won the best prepared speaker. At that time, his mentor gave him this wonderful gift, a cap with the title Toastmasters International. That boosts up my skills, that boosts up my potential, that I should do something new. At that time, when I used to post on my Facebook, I got only 10 likes, 15 likes. But at that time, Toastmaster Mosam started to work on his life, started to work on his presentation skills. And now Toastmaster Mosam has 4,000 followers, a social media presence. What I would like to share, I just need to post a picture, and within an hour, I used to get more than 100 likes, and all the time more than 1,000. But the thing is, I would like to share with all of you that we all are busy persons. Specifically, we accountants used to play with accounts. We don't play with hearts. We don't have time to ask anyone, "Hey, how are you? How was your day?" But if we are doing this, that means we really care for you. Nobody has time to care for you. Nobody has time to ask you that how was your day? Nobody is free right now. But if someone is doing this, they are giving your time and they want your attention. They are pure. They are not playing with you. But the only thing I would like to suggest that we used to live in a fake universe of our social media, that we used to see a smiling face in front of the world. But what is behind it? We have only 2 to 3 persons who are really friends of us. We have only 1 person who really care for us. So this is the thing that I would like to recommend all of you, that come out of that fake world of social media. Apply it on your actual life and look who actually cares you. Except your wives. I don't have a wife actually, but this is our recommendation to all of you. And I'm sure that you will get some gems from your friend list if you will apply this on your life. Thank you so much. Over to the Toastmaster, Raul Romani, PMOE. Thank you so much.
Fantastic speech, Toastmaster Mosam. I'm sure we all take some lessons and recommendations from you. And really, one thing actually that we struggle, or most of us, when we are in Zoom meetings, is eye contact and the voice, or maybe we are at home or at office with the noise around us. And in order to clean this noise or to cancel the noise, normally there was very expensive solutions. But currently, artificial intelligence is ensuring that actually when you are in front of the camera, you always have the eye contact. It's ensuring currently that the noise cancellation exists and your voice is neat and clear. So just make sure that you enable these features in your next call, and I'm sure the speech or your participation will be much, much better. Follow with our second speaker. Our second speaker, he is the Vice President of Education of Garajna Toastmaster Club. He's an MBA in Total Quality Management. Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. As per the agenda, the evaluations will follow the speaker, and then the second speaker will be called.
The 1 second, please, okay?
If you look at the agenda.
So Toastmaster Raul in Quantum Leap, as soon as the speech is done, they invite the evaluators. They don't particularly have a general evaluator who calls the evaluators. So immediately after the speech, you call in the evaluation. So we'll start with DTM.
Okay, this is the new format on this. Sorry for I didn't capture from the agenda. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tala and Toastmaster Sayed for highlighting. So I would like to call the lead evaluator Toastmaster Afdal to evaluate our first speaker, Toastmaster DTM Afdal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raul. We all learn by doing, and this is a new experience to us at Elite 30 Advanced Toastmasters Club. However, today we found a speaker speaking his heart out and sharing his insights of social media presence to all of us. I believe that we, at least one of us, is convinced of his message, saying social media presence, is it actually present? Thank you, Toastmaster Muazzam Azam, for that wonderful message that you gave us. What really interested me is that energy that you have. I mean, I know it's very late in Pakistan, almost 9:30, 10, I would say. And at this time, I would be dozing out. But you, with that speech, you showed that energy This is what passion is all about. I always believe that passion comes first in Toastmasters, and you have demonstrated, proved that you are very passionate Toastmaster. That's why you have this energy while speaking. Very important. Thank you so much for being that, having that energy and delivering such a message. And you had great vocal variety. You had voice modulations throughout the speech, you know, your ups and downs. And then you also had that dragging effect, which I have listened after a very long time, which, you know, kind of gets the attention of the audience. I really liked it. Now, you had that organizing of the speech. You started with about yourself depicting as somebody else. I mean, you said Toastmaster Muazzam Azams, but you did not say me or I. So I think that is also something creative. I like the way you brought in about whom you're talking. And then that relationship which you had with your friend and that message that triggers. Yes, we have all learned, we have all experienced this, that one line message which really triggers you to change something. And this is what is all about in international speeches, that you have at least one line of your message changes somebody, and you have done that today. Surely, I'm going to rethink about having a social media presence after listening to your speech. Now, what's important is that you need to elevate. In Toastmasters, we need to elevate to the next level. Now, in order to do that, I would like to invite a great evaluator. I would say he is a role model of me. So that means you're going to get something better in the next turn of the evaluation. He is our club president, an evaluation champion. I think 1, 2, 3. I cannot count how many times he had been evaluation champion at area, club, and division level. So please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sayal Fasal to continue with the second leg of the evaluation.
Thank you very much, Itim Afdal. Actually, it's 2 times district champion in evaluation, and others were other categories. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. And Muazzam, thank you very much for that insightful speech that you gave him today, which was all about social media presence, something that is very relevant in today's time and age, given that, you know, everybody's on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, etc., etc. And all said and done, the kind of relatability that you bring onto the stage today is what is important. You can go about giving any kind of a speech, but relatability is what really starts off with the theme that we chose today. And speaking of, you know, different kinds of friends, who are the right kind of friends, who are the wrong kind of friends, how you really bring in genuinity with friends and how you develop it from there is what I believe was the theme of your speech, and pretty well executed. Now, I am going to be the backdrop for today's meeting, for you at least. With that being said, I assure you that it is in best of interest. One of the things that you started your speech off with, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to be real. Now, when you do start off a speech by asking people to be real, one of the primary things that I would expect from my speaker is that they reflect the same genuinity, the same sincerity as they deliver the speech. Now, what really pulled me back about your speech was the way the speech was delivered with the accent. If you notice, the first 2 minutes of your speech were heavy on an accent, which perhaps you're trying really hard to wrap around your words. But as 2.5, 3 minutes passed by, you came down to your normal self. And that showed us a stark contrast between how you started and how you originally would be. My recommendation would be, whenever you deliver a speech, be as genuine, as authentic as you could be. Does not need to have a wrapping around of an accent. You could be absolutely mesmerizing just the way you did. That's point number 1. Second thing, as my co-evaluator has already pointed out, you have excellent energy, brilliant voice modulation, and what have you. Now, here's the thing. Imagine you're driving a Ferrari, which can go up to 300 kilometers per hour, and you are going straight down the road, and there's a speed breaker. Would you want to continue going at the same speed? You would not. That's exactly what we'd expect out of your speech as well. You had energy and enthusiasm gushing through the speech. However, there are moments and times where you need to pull your horses down. You need to slow down so that the message that you're trying to give out is embedded in the audience. Remember, the entire purpose of your speech is to give out a message. And when you emphasize with a lot of energy, enthusiasm throughout, your message is going to be diluted. That's number 2.
Third thing, let's talk about the objectives of the speech. It's about creating social media presence. You wove a beautiful speech and you try to put in the idea that, now that I have genuine friends, I have people liking me, I've been doing a lot of, presences, and now I'm getting 1,000 likes, so on and so forth, which is fine. But then what I would really like to see is how you establish that in a way that everybody else can learn, right? Because, for example, you spoke about two friends who compete and then friends who care. But then there is a certain category of people who compete and care. And these are the crux of the people who really help you grow. I wish you'd try to also elaborate on those other aspects as well, instead of keeping it unidimensional, exploring different ideas. And also, had you taken us, probably given us snippets on Snap, snippets about how your presence on social media progressed by showing us, see, in 2019, this was in presence, 2020, this was in presence. This adds further credibility to what we are trying to say. All in all, I must say the energy, the enthusiasm, and the kind of energy that you have today at about 10 o'clock in the night, if that could be translated into a more controlled energy, you have a lot of potential in you to be a fantastic speaker, and perhaps a champion, perhaps also at the district level. With that, I return the screen back to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DTM Afdal, DTM Syed Faisal. Really great recommendation that we all should take for our speeches. I'll continue with the prepared speeches section. Our second speaker, as I was mentioning, he is the Vice President of Education of Garage the Toastmaster Club. He is an MBA in Total Quality Management and the lead auditor for ISO IMS BRCS Food and Packaging. He's working as a quality head and management representative at the Rayan Advanced Industrial Company with the speech title Challenge Retain Members. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Ravi Ranjan Kumar. Toastmaster Ravi Ranjan Kumar, a speech title Challenge Retain Member. The floor is yours.
Am I audible? Thank you. People may doubt what you say, but they will always believe what you do. Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmaster, and our valuable guest. Very good evening. One day, I was sitting in my room and I got one call from one of my colleagues. He said, Ravi, are you at home? I said, yes, I'm at home. I have some very nice proposal for you. So I'm coming with my boss to discuss something with you. I said, okay, most welcome. You can come, we will discuss. After 15 or 20 minutes, I see there is 3 guys sitting on motor bicycle and he came nearby my flat. I go down and I bring them up and we start to say hello, hi, and everything. One from them, he bring one catalog and he start discussing with me. First, he asked me, okay, Ravi, how much your salary? What you are doing? I said, I'm an engineer, I'm working in a company. My salary is so and so. He said, how you manage in this kind of salary? How you can do? You must have to think for some extra income. I said, but how? Because it is not possible for me. I am working 8 hours. After that, I have to focus on my study. He said, no, it is very simple. You can do it. I will show you some presentation. And after that, you will definitely achieve some goal. See, he is my boss. He is working from 10 years in this field. And when he started, after 6 months, he become millionaire and he has a BMW car, he has bungalow and all these things. So he told me that, do you know about MLM? I said, no, first time I know about this word. What it is? He said, this is a multi-level marketing. You have to just add 1 member, after that 1 member, and you start earning from there. So all money come to you. You don't have to do anything. I said, wow, it is great. I said, from how many years you are working in this field? He said, from 2.5 years. I said, what about you? What is your income now? He said, yeah, we are doing very nice and we have some good income. At that point of time, I think in my mind that this guy bring this all the presentations to show me that if you join this business, within 3 months, you become millionaire. You can buy BMW, you can buy a bungalow, but he is from 2.5 years and until now he didn't achieve something. Hello, Toastmaster, I'm not here to promote something like MLM or any business strategy. Today, I'm here to talk about the thing what we are facing more in Toastmasters. As I told you in my introduction, I am a new member in Toastmaster, but what I realized, every member has some goal. Every member has some target to achieve. That's why they come here. When I joined this club, that time I meet one gentleman and I see him and how he's talking and everything. It make me so excited to come and join the club. Before that, in 2017, I heard one speech from Mr. Dhananjaya. He is a world champion in 2014. And that speech was make me amazed. I start searching about Toastmaster, what is Toastmaster, what is there all the thing, how we can improve ourselves. When I come here, I know that there is if once you join the Toastmaster, after that you can improve your communication skill, you can improve your presentation skill, you can improve your leadership skill. But this is not only the limit, there is something else more than that also you can. When I meet like our president, Faisal Sayyed, when I meet to our VP Education, Mohammad Afdal, that time I understand that, yeah, there is some person who can lead us to achieve our goal. The point is that why members didn't continue their journey for a long time. I see in past few months, some of my friends joined with me, the Toastmaster, but they discontinue because they didn't fulfill their goal. When we join the club, we rarely see that VPE ask us, what is your goal? Why you join the Toastmaster? What you want to achieve from it? And this may cause that member is not able to renew their membership. What we started in our club also that whenever any member join, we assign mentor. After that, we start working on their goal, to how to achieve their goal. And this is the right way that whenever you say that you are a Toastmaster and when you want to bring someone in a Toastmaster, you must have to show them that what you learn from the Toastmaster. If you see my WhatsApp or Facebook, I always try to put some small memories, what we take every day from Toastmaster. Even I can say like yesterday, I was just a registration chair for one event. This is the World War VI, but I put photo on WhatsApp that see I got a certificate in that. So people start asking, okay, what is the Toastmaster? What are you doing there? What you learn from there? And when I explain them, then they show their interest to come in Toastmaster and learn something, right? So when we circulate the positive vibe of Toastmaster in market, and when we support our new Toastmaster, then hopefully it will help us to retain the member for long term. And always remember what I say, quote, people always doubt on you when you say, but they always believe on you what you do. Back to you. Thank you.
Excellent speech, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar. Okay, following the new structure, I will invite directly our evaluators. Our lead evaluator, DTM Saif Ali Sheikh, can you please take over with the evaluation?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rahul. And before I'm going to indulge myself into the evaluation, let me introduce my team. And my team consists of 4 evaluators. And number 1 is a visual one. Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim will take care of it. Auditory one is Toastmaster Azam, and perceptible part is Toastmaster Usama Ali, and structure and linguistic is DTM Atala bin Hamid. Let me share it. The purpose of the project is a persuasive speaking. The purpose of this project is for members to understand the type of persuasive speeches, and deliver persuasive speech at a club meeting. Mr. Timer, my evaluation starts now. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, you are calm, composed, confident throughout your project. You start with a question that shows that you are a professional speaker. You mentioned about 3 guys are waiting for you near to your home, and they show you the catalog and asking getting the member, and you are going to become the billionaire one. But when you ask, they are still struggling to get the member to increase their money. Then you start sharing your personal story of the Toastmaster membership, that the members are coming to the club for their particular goals and objective to achieve. And your club VP education is make sure that the members are inducted into the club, they can achieve their goal properly. By having said this one, Toastmaster Ravi, I was expecting that in the first 20 seconds, you are going to set the mood of the audience, that you are going to narrow it down your message and persuade us to act what you want. I think that part is missing. And in your speech, I felt myself that energy levels, you are mashallah, young, energetic, and charismatic personality. So should be the loud enough, just like the president of Elite 30 Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Festival. So be energetic throughout your speech. And once you are taking the speech to persuade to the audience, to link all the time, whenever there is a story you are sharing with the audience, persuade. When you are taking another story, then persuade. And at the end, you must have to persuade. I myself is not persuade what you are asking about it. So think about it, rethink it, that did you met the objective of this project or not? And whenever, regardless we are online or in-person meeting, there is an opportunity to utilize the stage properly, effectively. You are just sitting like me. I'm an evaluator and I'm the old man. I can't stand it so long. So you are a young man. You must have to utilize the stage, left to right, right to left, front and the backward. Overall, it's a wonderful experience learning about you, that you are a new members, you joined, you inspired with the world champion Natasha, and you explore the possibility to join the club. By having said this one, let me invite my co-evaluators, Toastmaster Zahra Ibrahim. He is going to focus on the visual part of your speech. Toastmaster Zahra. Unmute yourself, Toastmaster Zahra.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, it's okay. Please.
Okay. So, DTM Toastmaster Ravi, yes. So you made an effort to be the prepared speaker, and you did a great job in it. But being a visual, being a modular evaluator, and I would just like to comment on 2 things. Like, yeah. So I missed hand gestures. because your speech was very interactive, as well as it has a meaning as well. But if you could have incorporated some hand gestures or some movement, or it could easily, or you could, I would say, utilize the stage area, or you could have given the speech in standing position, it would have added more value in your speech, because we could able to understand each and everything, but we missed hand gestures or body gestures. We missed the, you can say that if you could have given it in the standing position, it would have been great. So next time, okay, it was wonderful. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zara Ibrahim. Let's move to the auditory part, and Mazam Azam is going to cover this aspect of your speech.
Thank you so much, William Saps Sheikh. Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, you are a wonderful Toastmaster, and I would say that congratulations to you for a wonderful project. You know where to make your pitch high and low. There is just one recommendation, that there was a point in your speech at one time where I felt there is some distortion, and I think that everyone felt that. And I would recommend you that if there is a fan in your room that is on, so please make it off, put it off for 5 to 7 seconds. It doesn't matter there, because at one time I felt there's some distortion, and it can cut your marks in the contest. It can cut your marks in the evaluation as well. It can cut your words as well. That is more important. So this is the only recommendation from my side. Overall, it was a wonderful topic. Best of luck to your future projects. Over to the DTM Sheikhs.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mazam Azam. Let's move to the Toastmaster Osama Ali. He is cover the part of your speech perceptible. Toastmaster Osama.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lead Evaluator. Well, I would like to congratulate our prepared speaker. Mr. Prepared Speaker, your message was great in the speech. I must congratulate you for that. You know that using your words, you were really trying to inspire us, or we were getting inspired. But I believe that the usage of hand gestures or the use of body movements would have made it more awesome and more great. And I wish you best of luck for that. And I am very hopeful that you will implement in your next upcoming projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Osama. And for the structural and linguistic part, Toastmaster Talal bin Hamid.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lead Evaluator. So congratulations, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, on completing that project. As far as your linguistic and structural aspects are concerned, I would echo some of what DTMs have said in his evaluation, that the persuasive part was not coming across strongly enough in the usage of your language. So perhaps towards the end, you could have added more passion, more illustrative words to actually convince us of what you're trying to convince us of. So that is about the only improvement area that I would suggest. You ended at, I think, 6 minutes and 56 seconds. So you had like 10-15 minutes more to make a really emotional and impactful plea. So consider adding that to your conclusion. And as far as structural aspects are concerned, I believe your speech was perfectly conventional, which means it fulfilled the brief in terms of having an opening, body, and conclusion, and also, of course, having the transitions. Over to you, Mr. Lead.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Talal bin Hamid. May I request Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, your comments on evaluation.
It was really amazing, and thank you all of you to evaluate in deeply. Because first time I get afraid because I see the 4 or 5 evaluator, but it is really nice to me to means get evaluated in very deep way. And for sure, I will implement all the things what I receive from all of you. And the next time, for sure, it will be better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Wish you all the best, Toastmaster Ravi Kumar, for your next project. And by this, I hand over control back to Toastmaster Rahul
Thank you very much, DTM Saif. It's a new way, well, at least for me, that I have seen this evaluation and it provides a lot of value for the speaker. And I'm sure the speaker, and in this case, Mr. Ravi, takes the messages, and we all will benefit for this kind of evaluation. Thank you very much. And actually, as Toastmaster Syed Faisal said at the beginning, we learn by doing, and this is a great example to continue learning. I would kindly request just to mute your mic in case you're not speaking. Toastmaster Tala, I would appreciate if we start with you. So, just to give also time, and actually before I go into more examples of how artificial intelligence is taking over our daily industry, I would like to invite our next segment. So we are going for a table topics. For a table topic, we have a very seasoned Toastmaster who joined in December 2020. She is a speech and language therapist by profession and used this platform to spread awareness as well as speech and hearing impediments. She conveys her thoughts through poetry and prose, and she loves to perform on the stage, and we will see a great performance from Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim. Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you very much, TM Modi. Am I audible and visible?
You are.
All right. So as we all know that today's theme is about artificial intelligence. So I tried my level best to, not create, but I would say I used ChatGPT for, taking out some great topics for you all to take part in. And so we have, I would be calling 4 speakers. And yeah, so how about we start off with the first topic? And so my topic, so I just want to tell you guys the name first, and then I will say the topic. So I would like to ask TM Lydia first if she wants to be the part of the table topic session. All right, sure. So your topic is, what is the most impressive artificial intelligence application you have encountered and why?
Right.
What is the most impressive artificial intelligence application you have encountered and why? Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you for that question. I have to say that despite being in the United States, I'm actually a little resistant to adopt some of the new technologies. I'm kind of kicking and screaming into it. Just listening to the conversation, the information today about ChatGPT. I'm curious about it, but I still find that for me, I have a little bit of challenge just because, for example, the writing a speech. Well, using artificial intelligence to write a speech, is it really yourself? And for me, I'm very much a person who believes in being my authentic self. So the challenges that I have in using something like artificial intelligence to make something like that is it really me speaking? So to answer the question, I haven't really used the artificial intelligence for things like that. I might use it for checking grammatical type errors or that type of thing, but I don't know. I think that as I listen more to conversations about ChatGPT, maybe I'll have a little bit more courage to go out and try those things. But as for now, I tend to be a little bit more resistant. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Lydia. Now we will be moving to our next speaker, and I would like to call DTM Irfan Farooqi for that. So would you like to participate in table topics?
Yes, sure, why not? But I'm not DTM as yet. I'm just TM.
Yeah. So your topic is, do you think artificial intelligence will eventually surpass human intelligence? Why or why not? I will repeat. Do you think artificial intelligence will eventually surpass human intelligence? Why or why not? Over to you, sir.
I was just listening to Talha bin Hamid talking about the sci-fi knowledge in the form of movies and novels. And the topic that we are discussing is a very well-versed topic in the movies. So far as my personal opinion is concerned, I would say that, yes, I believe there are all the chances that AI will take lead and replace human intelligence. Because of only one reason. And that is that there are neural learning soft intelligence. They are using human way of arguing, learning, and adaptation. The only thing that we have in our control is that we can stop them. But consider 25 years ahead. That neuro learner computer, who currently is assessed to be an 8 years child learner, becomes a 30 years young man's intelligence. And that develops an ability not to shut down somehow. What will we do? They will take over on us. They will control the world. We will become their slaves. So I believe there are all the chances that one day artificial intelligence will take over and take the control from human intelligence, and humans will become slaves of them. Movies are proving it. Real life proof will come, I believe, some 25 years ahead. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you very much, DTM Irfan Faruqi. Now we will be moving to our next speaker. So I have already made the sequence. I would be calling Toastmaster Yasser Billo because he commented here. And then our last speaker would be Toastmaster Tahir Ahmed. So let me call Toastmaster Yasser first. Are you here with us, sir? Toastmaster Yasser? Can you hear us? I think Toastmaster Yasser. I think he's not with us. So let me call TM Tahir then first. TM Tahir, are you with us? Toastmaster Tahir Ahmed.
Yes, I'm here as always, but wait a second.
Can you?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
So your topic is, if you could use artificial intelligence to solve any problem in the world, what problem would you choose and why? I repeat, if you could use artificial intelligence to solve any problem in the world, what problem would it be? What would you choose and why? Over to you.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for giving such a replicated and confusing topic to the youth, especially when you are the older of your age. When your mom says you are doing a study or attending a Toastmaster meeting, and your mom says, go to the market and bring the groceries for the event. At this situation, what you will do? Yeah, I will call straight to the artificial intelligence and make a solution that how will I attending a Toastmasters meeting and my mom says to go to the market and attending to the groceries meeting. I requesting those artificial intelligence about the solution and he says, your mom is your first choice. Close your camera, leave a meeting and go for the grocery. But I request also that how I manage the things this time beautifully. They say, why you are studying BBSO? You have to study mechanical or electrical engineering to make some type of reports for it and make easy for you. But the thing is that there's a solution, artificial intelligence also, that you can buy groceries from the market to your doorstep. But the satisfaction that my mom doesn't care, that this is overpriced by 20 rupees. This is close to expiry. How you will manage? But the thing is that you have to be closer. Artificial intelligence is a part of the future and it will replace the humans, not in every era, but it will make it easier for you to compensate with the situations and the solution. However, challenges are also there in every situation. You must be there with artificial intelligence to replicate these things. But as a youth, you have to be mature with artificial intelligence to find a solution of these challenges. And I know that I will find a solution by myself, that I close my camera, just wait a 2 minutes and I am going, turn on my bag and go to the grocery mart and buy certain things. So thank you so much. Back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Ian Tahir. And now I would like to request anyone from the audience, if they want to be the part of the table topic session, if they haven't spoke in the entire, I think, meeting, or has no other role. So I would request from anyone from the audience. Is there anyone? Or I can call myself, yeah, TM Wahid. Yes. So TM Wahid, over to you. So you are the last speaker for today. Yes. So your topic is, So would you be comfortable with an artificial intelligence making significant decisions that affect your life? Why or why not? I repeat, would you be comfortable with an artificial intelligence making significant decisions that affect your life? Why or why not? Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, dear table topic master and other members of the Toastmaster, and good evening to you all. Well, artificial intelligence is very new for us, and sometimes I may say, where from the hell has it come from? But when I look on the other side or the other aspect of the artificial intelligence, I think that it is going to facilitate our life very easier. And regarding to your question, I think the most important decisions, for example, taking the routes to avoid the traffic jams in the capitals of countries which are very crowded, and for example, also for avoiding the decisions which are taking a lot of our time, for example, which cargo should we buy and from where, and which company should transit it, for which port, which may be more easier and cost effective. For taking these decisions, I think I'm hoping that in future I may sleep a little bit more and give those tasks to those artificial intelligence apps or websites that make my life easier. And also for choosing the schools for my children and going abroad, for example, to join a university. These are the decisions which are on my mind, and I think that artificial intelligence will eventually facilitate them for us. Thank you. Over to you.
I would like to thank all of you who took part in the table topics. And I would even like to thank ChatGPT for giving such great topics. And I think it was a successful session when it comes to the theme as well. So thank you very much. So I would like to hand over this charge to our TMOD. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sarah, and thank you very much to everyone who participated in this table topic session. And I'm very happy that actually we all are aware on the potential of artificial intelligence. And although some of us are still hesitating to fully use it, but actually we all are using it. It's part of our lives already. And it is already changing our lives, not from us, from our children especially. But actually we shouldn't be afraid of that. It is coming here to stay and to be in the long run. So it is a companion that we need to have it from now and from the years to come. It will change the way we do in a dramatic way in the years to come, and we will see it. But we will see it on a daily basis, and actually that is the way we need to embrace it. And for example, actually the Toastmaster Bahar said, I need more time. Right now in Europe, you know, for example, the big companies are going for 4 days per week, or they are working 6 hours. It's because there is a lot of automation on the back that are doing the work. Yes, you will have more time, but also they will decrease your salary. That's the counterpart. But anyhow, this is going to happen, and thing is going to move. So now let's continue with our agenda. And the next is, we don't have evaluator. The next is to have an evaluation session. And for the evaluation session, we have a Toastmaster who is a computer scientist by education. So he is with artificial intelligence in his blood and in his daily work. He's Toastmaster by passion. He is the second youngest to achieve DTM in Pakistan history. He's a digital marketeer by profession, currently leading the digital marketing department in the US-based software house. Help me welcome our general evaluator, Toastmaster Saad Sohaib.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Raul. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable guests, and also the non-existent bots who are actually listening to us right now. They say that breakfast and that evaluation is the breakfast for champion, and I say that behind every successful speech, you have a powerful evaluation, like behind every successful man, they say we have a woman. And so the same applies for your Toastmaster speech as well. So let's move on with the things, with the process that what we actually did well, and where we can work upon to actually become a better version of ourselves. And to begin with, we will start with the report of the grammarian, who is our very own Toastmaster Wahid Baksh. So Toastmaster Wahid, over to you for your report.
Okay, thank you for the good speeches that I have experienced. I've listened to them. First of all, I want to say that I start with Mr. Nader Laghari with the keynote speech. I've enjoyed it a lot. I've actually joined to tonight's meeting because of him, because of the title of his speech. He said in the initial stages of his speech, the basically problem, which should be the basic problem, although he changed it later on. And the second grammar mistake he said he used was that women's are, while we say women are, we don't use S with women. And the third one is that he said 5,000 peoples. We don't say peoples, we say 5,000 people. And there was a good usage of language, and one of the good usage of language was pull your horses down. I don't know, it was used by Faisal, I think. And also, I will pass to Mr. Ravi Kumar regarding his grammar. He said that one of my colleague, while we say one of my colleagues, and he also said one of his friends, I mean, three people came to him, and one of them brings a book or brought a book. Instead, he said, one of them bring a book. So the third mistake, according to Ravi Kumar, or slip of the tongue, was that he said, every Toastmaster member have some goal. He should have said, every Toastmaster member has some goals. That's all from my side. Well, all the others were fluent, and all of you had a smooth speeches. Thank you. And over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wahid, and it was really good to see you after a long time. And next we have the timer's role, which was played by DTM Talab bin Hamid. So DTM Talab, please present your report.
Thank you so much, DTM sir. The meeting started exactly on time. All the segments remained on time. There were only two instances where the role players exceeded their time. First was DTM Faisal, whose evaluation went on for more than 4 minutes. But I'm not sure whether what timeline is followed in this evaluation format. So I was just assuming that it would be the usual 2 to 3 minutes. The second instance was our keynote speaker, who exceeded his time, though not by much, by 16 seconds. Given the fact that it was a 15-minute keynote and he's not a Toastmaster, I think he did an admirable job of wrapping up his keynote. The rest of the speakers, Toastmaster Muazzam spoke for 7 minutes and 12 seconds, and Toastmaster Ravi spoke for 6 minutes and 56 seconds. All the evaluators, except for DTM Faisal, and all the modular evaluators remained within their time limit. Over to you, and sorry, all the table topic speakers were also within time, and the table topic session ended in exactly 10 minutes as in the agenda.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Talab bin Hamid, for that elaborative report. So now, fellow Toastmasters and guests, it's time for my own general evaluation report. And this is actually one thing, at least for now, that ChatGPT or any other AI can't actually replicate, that to observe each and every part of the meeting and present a report based on various factors, which were based on your emotion, your external factor, and also your internal factors. So let's move on with the first and most important part, as it was mentioned by DTM Talab bin Hamid, that yes, we did start the meeting on time, and and kudos to to the members of both Toastmaster clubs that we were very much punctual. The keynote speech was a really really moving and had that feel of empathy and welfare from from beginning to end, and the questions that were asked were also very very insightful. Just one area where we can work upon is, it's my own personal observation that since the the theme was based on AI, and many of us joined because of the theme, then that if the keynote would have also revolved around the topic of AI, we would have had a better flow throughout the meeting. Next, we had exciting prepared speeches from both Toastmaster clubs, and over here, I noticed that one speaker had two modular evaluators, and the next one had five modular evaluators. Maybe if we can match the number of both modular evaluators, that would have been more fruitful for the speaker. The table topic master did a wonderful job in actually coming up with these titles, which were based on the theme of the meeting. Just one observation would be that maybe ask the members of both Toastmaster clubs to take part, as we had various other members who were not performing a role, and that would have added some fresher perspective to the meeting. And last but definitely not least, the Toastmaster of the day was absolutely spot on with the AI knowledge, the AI referencing, the AI numbers, stats, and all that. So that actually kept us hooked with the theme of the meeting and kept the meeting exciting as well. So that was it from my general evaluation report, and let's see if how long we can have AI replace us from actually from attending a Toastmaster meeting to 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 something else. So until next time, it's back to the Toastmaster of the day or Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Raul. Thank you very much.
Great job, Toastmasters Hut. Really, you managed to compile the different aspects of the meeting. Very well done. And following the agenda and from the timing criteria, really fantastic, actually, the full session, and we managed to strictly follow the agenda, except one point which actually we sorted out. From AI perspective, as I said, it is here to stay with us. It is here actually, although it will replace jobs, but actually the GDP of each country will grow in a fantastic way. And it is most of us that should grab this opportunity. How? There's a lot of ways to do it, and I'm sure all of us will be in the way. It was a pleasure and it was an honor to be your Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you very much for everyone for participating and looking forward to see you in the next meeting. With this, I would like to hand over the session towards our president. So all the best and looking forward to be part of the next meetings.
Thank you very much. So I will be taking over as the second president for today's meeting. We have about 3 minutes left and we'll do our best to wrap it up in those 3 minutes. So first of all, I think it has been an incredible collaboration today, and I must thank DTM Saif for initiating it. And of course, the two VP educations of both the clubs, DTM Talha and DTM Afdal, who have actually coordinated the entire meeting to bring this to light. And of course, the kind of interaction that we've had is fantastic. And this is the kind of collaboration I think we need to have in the days to come as well. Before I go on towards the closing remarks and the other things that we typically do at Elite 30, given that we're running short on time, we're going to cut most of those things down and try to compress as much as possible. So we'll quickly just go down to two people who are guests, hopefully guests to both Elite 30 and to Quantum Leap, and seek their feedback. So I believe Murad Faisal is not a member of both Elite 30 and Quantum Leap. So DTM Murad, would you be able to please unmute yourself and share your feedback and comments on the meeting that you've witnessed today? DTM Murad Faisal, MMM space FFFF. Okay, I do not see that he's around, so we'll swiftly move on to the next guest. Toastmaster Lydia Norman, you are of course a guest at Elite 30, a frequent one at that. So we'd like to hear from you, your experience at the joint meeting we had today. Your comments, please.
Thank you. It was very interesting to see the two different styles of evaluations. Since I've been at many Toastmasters meetings, I've experienced, I guess, now 3 different types of the evaluations. So it's very interesting to see that. I think it was a very interesting meeting. The subject matter was very interesting. And I enjoy being a guest always. And so I look forward to coming back to actually both of the clubs. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Toastmaster Lydia. We look forward to having you at Elite 30, and I'm sure Quantum Leap would be looking forward to hosting you once again. So with that, we have come to the end of this session. I would like to, of course, make a brief remark because I still have 2 minutes and I love to speak. The topic that we had today was artificial intelligence. Incidentally, yesterday, we had a debate in Toastmasters of Riyadh at the division level on this very same topic, where we spoke about artificial intelligence taking over, human labor, and we, as my team, spoke against the motion, and we were convincing because I ended up winning the best speaker, my teammate ended up becoming the best debater. So one thing that I really want to tell you people out there is that, yes, jobs will be lost, but just the way Industrial Revolution replaced many jobs and brought in many more jobs, that's exactly what's going to happen with artificial intelligence revolution as well. So as long as you're keeping yourself educated and upskilled, I don't think you really have to worry about losing your jobs. Your jobs are very much secure as long as you've upskilled yourself. So that's one small comment I wanted to make about the team itself. Ladies and gentlemen, has been an absolute pleasure to be a part of this joint meeting. Once again, thank you everybody over here for being a part of this meeting, making it a success. We hope for future collaborations. And with that, I'd like to call the meeting adjourned. We are, of course, free to stay and chit chat. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.
Thank you very
all.
much.
Thank you, DTM Safe, DTM Tangkha for the opportunity. We really enjoyed a new experience. Hoping to connect again and have many more joint meetings. Thank you all for joining in.
I think very, very impressive that we are able to conclude on dot. We cut short. I think also credit to Rahul Ramani. He kept his closing shot. And I will definitely kick in here and steal some credit as well for keeping my closing shot as well. But all in all, DTM Saif, very nice to see you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Faisal. It's a pleasure for us. And the nice faces, Faisal, Afzal, and Rahul. Rahul is fantastic. He was he's a real time is a Toastmaster. He did a great job today. And thank you very much for everyone. And we missed one part. If you allow, I will ask a vote counter to please just share with us to cast the vote so we can announce the winner for the meeting.
Okay, sir. Actually, I asked.
Go ahead. No, please go ahead.
Okay. So I floated one poll. I asked actually Elite 30 team whether they do votes or not, and they said they don't. So I thought that we could skip it, but we do. So just prepare 2 votes, and I think just give me a second. So the other poll.
I think I've cast it twice, so you can please discard one of them.
No, it's not possible. No worries.
No, sir, actually, he joined from 2 devices. That's why he said. Maybe.
Okay, I'm floating the other one and stopping this one. So just give me a second. All right, info. And the second one, best evaluator.
It's not DTM Saif plus team. Okay.
All right. Yeah. It's actually meant to say that.
Okay.
But in hurry, I missed typing them. So yeah, it will be DTM Saif plus.
Thank you very much, dear leaders, the way you were responding and also mentioning which club, that becomes very, very easy for me to coordinate for each and every party.
Who is there in the background?
Yeah. Okay. And the third one is for best big 3. There it is.
While your votes are being cast, one of the reasons why Elite 30 does not have the best speakers or one of these things is because of the gentleman sitting over here. He had always advocated us not to have the best speaker, best evaluators, and what have you. And we have still respected that legacy till now. But I think now that we see that there is a change, DTM Afdal, I think we should implement this back in Elite 30 as well. We've had a lot of back and forth that we should have it, we should not have it. But now, when our charter president is doing that, I think we should be okay with it.
Thank you for disclosing that, DTM. Actually, initially, when Quantum started, we also did not have polls. But then people said that it just adds a little dash of excitement and incentive to role players. So we introduced the polls for best speaker, evaluator, also for the best modular evaluators as well. so that everybody had an incentive to, do their best. So, but that's valuable knowledge. So, okay, I think the polls are done.
I'm also pretty sure detrimental knowledge. DTM staff is probably going to message me telling ye kya bolna zaruri tha kya?
All
It's
right.
okay.
So I have the results. Shall I declare them?
Please.
All right. So best speaker goes by a very narrow margin to Toastmaster Moazzam Azam. Congratulations. Vote for the best evaluation team goes to the team captain by DTM Saif. Congratulations. And best big three goes to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rao.
I think all is done. And initially we started without the voting of the best speaker and the best evaluator. Then all of the sudden has been started in the quantum leap. So I will take the blame of that one.
Fair point. Anyway, gentlemen, it's been wonderful. It is getting late for you guys as well, and I'm sure also for us, because tomorrow is a working day for us. So we'll take a leave. Once again, Saif Sir, very nice to see you. I hope that we'll be able to meet when you're here again.
And
Thank you so much, everyone. And yes.
Now this time I'm not going to inform anyone that I'm coming to Riyadh. So no chance to escape for anyone.
That would be great. Are you coming for Satak?